Christians, I have a question. So, what part of the Bible does it say that Jesus is God? Or does he even say worship me? Or worship the Trinity? I can't find it.
I've come across this lady's videos before, and I'm not sure if it's just rage bait, but I'm gonna buy it. So to address the first question, does Jesus claim he is God? Yes. Jesus is talking to the crowds, and most of the disciples at this point have left him, not aside from the 12, and they're kind of questioning Jesus about who he is and his identity. And he's kind of getting them riled up a little bit. And they get to a point in the tail end of John 8, and it says this, though you do not know him, I know him. If I said I did not, I would be a liar like you. But I do know him and obey his word. Your father Abraham rejoiced at the thought of seeing my day, and he saw it and was glad. You are not yet 50 years old, they said to him, and you have seen Abraham. And Jesus says, very truly, I tell you, before Abraham was, I am. And they began to pick up stones and throw them at Jesus because they knew exactly what he was saying. Jesus was claiming exactly the same words that God spoke to Moses at the burning bush in Exodus. In the Greek, this is ego eimi. When you translate it into the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Old Testament, in that passage in Exodus, it is also when Moses says, who are you? God responds, ego eimi. I am who I am. And Jesus responds in the same way, ego eimi. I am, claiming exactly that he is God. But to make it fair, not just on one gospel account, we'll go to Mark's account, which is essentially Peter's account, and this is a shared story. In this, we see a man, his friends lower him into an area where Jesus is at because he is paralyzed, and they bring him before Jesus to heal. And it says this, picking up in verse 4 in chapter 2, since they could not get him down to Jesus because of the crowd, they made an opening in the roof above Jesus by digging through it, and then lowered the mat the man was lying on. Then Jesus saw their faith. He said to the paralyzed man's son, your sins are forgiven. Now some teachers of the law were sitting there thinking to themselves, why does this fellow talk like that? He's blaspheming. Who can forgive sins but God alone? And Jesus' basic response is hinting at the fact that he is the one who can forgive sins because he is God. Hope that helps.